Hey girls and guys that might be following me. It is Sunday, Father's Day, so it is the 15th of June, and I hope everyone's having a great Father's Day out there. If you hear some panting, it's my dog Zoe. She's been outside playing today, and it's really hot out, and I actually have my little cousin Keandre today, and we've been out at the pool and stuff, but I just got the call from the lab, and unfortunately we did not have any eggs that survived. He said that they stopped dividing. It must have been yesterday or something. They stopped dividing, and so they didn't make it to the blasteus stage. So that being said, we kind of have to do the whole process over again. I am heartbroken, don't get me wrong. I'm not crying on the video because I kind of already had my little cry. And I've just, I've talked to people, and I'm sure I'll cry throughout the day. And because it is, like I said, it is heartbreaking. But I also know that I had talked to my husband about, if this cycle, let's say we did get a couple embryos out of it, we would have to wait until the end of July before we could do the transfer anyway. So I was just throwing it by him that maybe we could do another fresh cycle as well, and that way, say we had 2 frozen ones that we were going to use up, well then if we had another fresh cycle, we would have some hopefully frozen ones back up, so I don't have to go through the fresh cycle again later on. Because once we conceive, then I think that's the end of our shared risk program, and so later on in life, if we decide that we want another child or whatever, then we would have to pay the money to do that again. But, if we had some frozen ones, then it wouldn't cost as much, and I wouldn't have to go through all the the fresh cycle process. So anyway, I guess this is I'm going to take it as a blessing in disguise, and that we're going to do this fresh cycle and hopefully have a lot more embryos, because we know what the problem is now. It has to do with the fertilization process. So basically, I called my doctor today. I got the doctor on call, and she just said that they normally just go straight into the next cycle, which is great. I don't really want to have to take a break off. I don't want to take a break. I just want to keep going. And physically, emotionally, everything, I'm kind of in a good mindset. So, and I think taking time off would just cause more stress than good. So I'm very glad. So what will happen is I have to call tomorrow and talk to the IVF nurse and figure out, I think I'm supposed to stop the progesterone on the 17th, which is Tuesday. So that being said, I'll have a cycle, and then I'm supposed to start my birth control and whatnot. That being said, they need to have a baseline done to make sure I don't have any cysts from this last procedure, and then I should be able to start the process. The doctors do meet with the lab every Thursday. They have a meeting, a get together, and they go and they discuss what happened with the previous IVF. So not just mine, but anyone else who went through the cycle this week or last week. They get together to decide, what was the problem, what can they change differently, maybe we need to up the medicines, maybe we need to do it a more aggressive approach. So on Thursday, I should find out exactly what my protocol will be, and then we'll go from there. So I'm thinking this week will just be my cycle week, and then I might start the birth control. I'm not sure how that goes, but either way, we're going to go ahead and get the ball rolling. So I appreciate everyone who has supported me and my husband. My husband unfortunately had to DJ today. He had a wedding to go to, and so I did call him and tell him over the phone, and he's pretty okay about it. I'm sure he's heartbroken just as much as I am, and he just wants to make sure that I am okay with going forward, because I'm the one that has to do the injections. I'm the one that has to make the long 2-hour trips, well, 4 hours total trip, back and forth for appointments and stuff. So, and I'm okay. I'm ready to start it again. So yeah, so that's all I have as far as an update right now. I could try to give another one tomorrow to be a short one of what the nurse states, and then I'll just go from there. But I hope everyone's having a great Father's Day. Again, it's rough for me, but overall I'm okay. I'm very thankful and very glad that we did do the shared risk program, because if we had not, then we would have to fork out another 10 grand or whatever it is for another cycle. So in this case, the only financial thing we have to worry about is we have to decide if we want to do the ICSI, if we want to pay for that each cycle, or if we want to pay the full amount for the shared risk program, which at this point I think just paying the full amount would probably be the best bet, because even though there's a fertilization problem, there definitely could be like an egg quality problem that we just don't know about. So, I would hate for it not to work again and then have to pay again. So, yeah, well, I'll discuss that with my husband once we get to that point. But thank you guys. I hope you have a great weekend, and I will talk to you later. Bye.